admit that was a little corny. But anyways, so just a little preview of what we're going to talk about today. I made these realistic looking, disgustingly creepy eyeballs out of oven baked clay. So I did 2 green, I decided to do a blue one. There it is for you. Look at the details. Insane. I'm really amazed at how good these came out. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think these came out really neat. Again, I'm really amazed and really proud of myself at how well these came out. I also made these bone silverware forks. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a femur bone or what. I don't know which bone because I don't know human anatomy. But the whole idea is for my witch theme kitchen setting. These are the forks, so I did 4 of them. So I'm going to have 4 plates. So for my witch theme, when I do my witch theme table setting, I'm trying to do like as much creepy forest witch things as I can, and I'm thinking of all the little details to add into it, so that way it just gives it more of a realistic feel, if that makes sense. So I kind of came up with, first I came up with the idea of wanting to do bone forks, because I was thinking about a witch living in the forest, and I was like, you know, I could see a witch using bones as her utensils. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, I think that would be a really cool idea. So I originally came up with the idea in my head to buy Dollar Tree silverware, which I got these at the Dollar Tree. It was like a pack of 3 of them for $1.25. And then I had this oven baked clay from another project I had done in the beginning of the year. And so all the leftover oven baked clay, I used it, kind of molded it on top into the shape of a bone. That was Lucian, had to answer his question. And so I molded the oven baked clay into the shape of a bone over it, baked it, and then the next day I had my husband use his compression spray gun, whatever it is. He knows what it's called. I'm already botching what the name of it is, but it's this spray gun thing that he has that he bought for his 3D printer crafts. And I had him just spray paint like a base color on it to give it like a bone look, and then all the rest of the detail on it I just kind of did the dry brush technique to give it like that really old bone look. I don't really know what the word is. So there was those, and then while I was at it that night, I was like, you know what, I think it would be pretty cool to try to make some realistic looking eyeballs. And so I kind of, the best that I could, sculpted up some eyeballs. And yeah, I think they came out pretty good. So now my idea is, once I do my table placement settings, I'm going to place an eyeball on each plate, and then I'm probably going to mix some like strawberry jam with red food coloring and maybe a little bit of water to give it a little bit of a watery effect, and kind of dabble it and drip it on the plate, on the middle of the plate where the eyeball goes, just to give it that more creepy vibe. They came out so good, and my kids liked them. My husband really liked them too. Like, he was really stoked about them, so he kind of asked me to make more. so I will probably be making some more of them just for, I don't know, just for extras or whatever we decide to do with them. And then we have a couple of other projects that we're doing also. I wanted to incorporate some toads into my witchy decor theme, you know, because they're in the forest with the witches too. So because I couldn't really find any at Michael's, or I didn't want to spend too much time looking or too much money on them, and then I kind of got the idea. I was like, you know what, we have my husband and son, well, it's actually my son's, but my husband and him, they both use it together. They both print out things and they've been messing with it a lot, a 3D printer. So I kind of came up with the idea, it's like, why don't I just have him print me one? So I found a design that I really like, and I had him print it, and I got some of that on video too, so I'll be including it in this clip. But I had him print out this really cute, I love this, it's so cute, you can see all the warts and everything. I should give him a name like I do to all my other inanimate objects. But oh, he came out so cute. But I'm gonna have him print me out one more. I wanted to do 3. I wanted to do 2 of this same size, and then I wanted to do like one a little bit larger. But I'll probably just stick with doing 2. So he still has to print out another one for me. And then what I'm gonna have him do is I'm gonna have my husband do a base spray color on it again, of like that base green color that frogs are, and then I'll probably just hand paint all the other details in there, like the eyes, the yellow on the underbelly, and the warts and stuff. Probably use some dry brushing technique on there again, but look at that. Isn't he the most cutest thing ever? Kind of looks like Lucian. Should name him Lucian. He doesn't care. But yeah, look at all the warts on him. It came out really well. So I can't wait to have the other one, and I can't wait to see him painted, what he looks like painted. So cute. And that's a pretty good size. Like, look at that. And it's really light. And I have so many other ideas too. So now that they're using the 3D printer, I told them, it's like, I have so many Halloween little details that I need you to print out for me that are just gonna level it up that much more. But yeah, those are the things that I have been working on. I tried my best to film as much as I could of me in the process of doing all of these, but I'm not gonna lie, some of it I would stop just because it was too long. When I really get into the zone, I kind of just shut everything off. I kind of like, I go to like this other place in my head. And when I was actually doing this, I even was playing, so the first night when I first started sculpting everything, I had put on like a really creepy Halloween witchy playlist, and that kind of helped my vibe a little bit. It helped my creativity, it helped fuel it, I guess you could say. And then the next night, when I was painting everything, I was watching Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark on my phone. I had it just playing on my phone while I was painting everything. So all of that just kind of really amps me up and puts me in the mood, really fuels the energy. So I have to give credit to all of that too for why these came out so good. But whatever I did film, I'm gonna try my best to edit it very well, and you guys will see that here in a moment. But yeah, just wanted to show everybody these really awesome. They look so wicked. Like, look at that. Toot my horn one more time. Look at this. So neat. Like, look at the little, it's got like all the, no, I don't know what these, I don't know anatomy, so but it's not like a flat design, like actually carved in all these little, so they actually look like veins or whatever these things are. And then I used this, it's actually right here, for that red. I love the way this red came out. It's candy apple red. And this one came out with a really red and bloody color, and it glossed pretty nice. I glossed the entire eyeball. Once everything was painted, I added a gloss to it, but even if I hadn't, at least all the red, because of this candy apple color, this had a really nice gloss to it. Does it say gloss? It says satin, but it had a really nice gloss to it. Nice bloody color, you can see inside here. I liked the green. This is the green that I used. And all of these, we had already had these paints. We bought them all at Walmart. This is the green that I used for this eyeball. Oh, shit. And this one is citron green. And then for the blue eyeball, I used this cobalt hue. Again, all of these at Walmart. This one's a matte, so yeah, this one needed gloss over it. And then for the brown, here's the brown eye. The brown I used, I kind of painted over it, but I think it's called Honey. And yeah, they came out so wicked. I'm so amazed at how well these came out. Alright, Raven friends, so one more time, the bone forks, because I feel like they're not getting enough attention because I'm obsessed with the eyeballs, but this is the bone fork. I also forgot to mention, when I decided to make these, I don't really plan on actually using them to eat with. They're more for just table setting, just for decor. I don't know how oven baked clay works, if it's washable or not, and I prefer not to try. So these are not really going to be used. That's actually why I also just bought the forks at Dollar Tree, just because it's not a huge waste. I get kind of a prop or a decor item out of it. Yeah, I don't really intend to find out how oven baked clay reacts to being wet in the water or with dish soap, or just washed overall, just because I don't want to see all my hard work go down the drain, literally. So these are not actually going to be used. They are really just for props, decor, just to use on my table setting, and probably for future Halloween related decoration. I also made these, I wanted to make my own potion bottles just because, I mean, what's a witch theme without potion bottles, you know what I mean? And when I went Halloween decor shopping and tried to find witch potion bottles, there were a lot out there, but I really didn't like the way that they looked. For me, they looked a little bit too cartoonish. And I try my best to go with the most realistic look that I can. I want my stuff to all blend in cohesively, and I couldn't have everything looking creepy and then all of a sudden have potion bottles that looked a little bit too cartoonish, I guess, and the colors also not blend in. There were a lot of like bright purples and bright greens and things like that, and I didn't want it to stand out so much. I wanted everything to look cohesive. Yeah. Lucian agrees. And so when I had gone to Michael's, I had mentioned it actually in the last video I did, showing that little mini haul, showing some stuff that I got. They were having their spring and summer clearance sale, so everything was like 80% off. I was about to say 90% off. That would have been better, but 80% off is still not bad. So they had all these bottles, and you'll see them here in a bit, but they were all clear, just clear bottles at first, and the lid kind of comes off, and it's got this, because I think it's supposed to be, I already took the labels off, but I think it's supposed to be those like scent things where you put the wooden sticks in. But when I saw them, I was like, they would make perfect potion bottles. So I bought all of them. They ended up coming out to like $1.99 per piece, because I think originally they were like $9.99 or something like that. This one reminds me of like a Valentino perfume bottle. But so I bought all of them that they had there, and I decided to paint them myself. And I really just wanted to go with like a rustic kind of neutral tone, earthy tones that I feel like, I don't know, those are just the colors I felt comfortable with. I did this one in a white, and I did some dry brushing of kind of gold on there. And then, oh, there they are. And then the other two, this one, see, I wanted it to have that like kind of old rustic look on them. And I did put Salem soles on this one, but I'm not too sure if I like how that came out, so I'll probably just, when I set them up, I'll leave it on this side. And then the last one, let's see. So they kind of have that like old withered look on them, and I glued some burlap string. And then I had these curtain rods that I'm not using anymore, and these were the curtain rod ends. So I took them off and I kind of just placed them. So I feel like they kind of look like potion bottles even more. I haven't glued them or anything, but I'll probably glue them. See? I think these were perfect for what I was looking for, because I remember thinking, I was like, I don't have any potion bottles, and I kept looking for some as decoration, and I was not liking anything that I had seen. It was just too I really don't even know what the word is, because they're cool, like they're pretty neat, you know. I'm not trying to put down those other ones, but they just didn't fit my style that I was looking for. I'm missing a, oh no, here it is. See? And that dry brushing technique works really well. It's really good at giving things that kind of finished look. You can see the gold. So now I'm happy to say I have the potion bottles, I have the frog, I have the bone utensils, I have the eyes, you know, the little props, and did I mention the frog? Yes, I did. I mentioned the frog, but let's mention him again because he's super cute. It's an adorable little frog. And yeah, I've got pretty much all the details coming in really good. So really exciting. Yeah, so overall I think my projects are coming out pretty good. And I'm so excited to put everything together at the end. We'll see what other ideas I come up with though. But for now, I'll go ahead and put in the clips of the DIY process, and we'll see you at the end.
I smell something familiar. Something dangerous. Something breakfast.
And maybe throw in the white. No, you might want to throw in the gray because obviously a white and you have the gray. Dude, this was $7. Yeah. These were more expensive because these were like $5. Like cover his eyes.
He has warts. The toad has warts.
When we paint it, it's going to cover up all that.
Yeah, that was it for this video. Like I said, we'll see what other projects I come up with and ideas. I'll try my best to film all of it and edit these videos also the best that I can, because I'm also not the best at that, but it's a learning process. And we'll see you next time. Let me know in the comments what you think about how these crafts came out, or what you liked, or what you would have done differently. Feel free to put all of that in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, Raven friends. See you next time.